tree in. Hello and welcome to Gimingpeno weekend. I've been promising since I started mentioning it a couple of vlogs ago that I would explain the story behind this invented annual family celebration, of which this is the second time we've ever celebrated it. So in 2021 we had decided to get together in July to celebrate the missed Christmas that we had had in 2020, and we set a date in July, and it just evolved into things that we had missed about Christmas. That was making gingerbread houses, so ginger, and singing ridiculous songs with my sister, who makes up silly songs, and she always sings the word flamingo instead of tequila in the song that goes da 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 flamingo. And jalapeno poppers, which became a bit of a tradition to have for lunch until the supermarkets all changed them and they weren't as nice, but they're still really nice if you get them from Papa John's, the pizza delivery. So because of that, the traditional meal that we have on Gimingpeno is takeaway pizza, so we can get takeaway jalapeno poppers. So it's ginger, which is the the GI bit at the beginning, flamingo, which is the ming bit, and peno, which is the jalapeno bit. And for some reason we then made the G into an H when we pronounce it. Gimingpeno. And that is the story behind it. So it's an annual family celebration, an excuse to get together and have a bit of fun. The theme is kind of tropical meets luau meets holiday meets summer meets desert island. I don't know. There's lots of flowers, pink, green and orange. And it's very, very silly. And we also do a very special Gimingpeno secret flamingo gift giving, which I will tell you all about later. It went down very well when I filmed it last year, and a lot of you actually took on the idea, but I'll explain that later. My battery's about to run out. The girls are all dressed up and ready for Gimingpeno. We're just waiting for my sister and her husband, who is experiencing his first Gimingpeno this weekend. Dan's got a terrible shirt on. And yes, so we just want to wish you a Feliz Gimingpeno, everybody.
This is not terrible, it's epic.
Yeah. Amazon's finest.
Hey, look at that. It's gorgeous. Just like me.
Your flamingo treatment is finished.
How are you doing, Phoebe? The Gimingpeno gifts have started to be put under the Gimingpeno tree. Exciting.
On how I could lay an egg, but hey.
Deck the tree with lots of pineapple. Oh, you did that so well. There.
So beautiful.
There. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I mean, it is complete.
That's just beautiful.
We're going to go on a Gimingpeno day walk. Sadly. Phoebe's not full of enthusiasm about this. Oh no! There's been a Gimingpeno disaster!
Again!
I think it might be deflating a bit. That might be the one with the puncture.
I won't wedge my bag.
Oh yes. One of the Gimingpeno official trees keeps falling down. Anyway, we're going for a walk. It's quite a warm day, but it's the coolest it's been in a while. It's about 24 degrees today. We are all covered in factor 50 though. And we're going to go. And oh, I put my new picture up in a frame. The other frame, the smaller one, broke. So there's my little goose. Where'd you get it? From the gallery at work. Oh, this is one of our favourite bits. No, I hope the tree's okay. Oh, the tree. It's okay, the tree's alright.
ASMR, you ready? Give me your camera. Film this.
That is a dry old leaf.
That was ASMR.
Nice.
Wow. That is
Aisle
gourmet.
36. Gravy, and pickles, condiments, and randomly at one end, wild food.
Kimchi? That's a Korean.
Oh my god!
That's a Korean thing.
Oh, it's worth it just to see the disappointment on her face.
It is.
Wow, I got a towel, guys. No, a face cloth. I can actually use this.
That's so boring.
Yellow.
No, it's not. I can use it, and it's yellow.
That matches your hand up.
I feel that person might have actually thought of that.
Shower cap. Wow. Wow, is this a blanket?
This is a lot for £5.
That's a lot.
It's amazing how much you can get through the self-serve checkout today. When no one's looking. Yeah, it was all on rollback.
So whose is this?
So this was from a rather eclectic aisle. Printer cartridges, mobile phones, bathroom, furniture and home furnishing. So, it was quite a range in that aisle.
My present has to get the phone, and I got one.
Ooh. Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
This pleases me,
I
and
know
I have a
exactly
feeling
which
I know
aisle
what
that
else
came
is going on in here. Ooh, oh, that's mint chocolate. Ooh, green tea with lemon. Ooh, this is all very exciting.
With tea and coffee, oh, I wonder.
Ooh,
That is
how you got all of this for a £5?
Aisle 26, tea and coffee.
Wow. Well done, Phoebe. Well done.
That's not feeding
That was
us,
all
is it?
exactly
Lilia.
£5.
That is excellent.
Phoebe's gonna want me.
the biggest
Kilogram of Nutella.
a jar of Nutella as big as my head.
That's a big jar.
More Nutella.
It was aisle 10, was it? I think.
Yes.
Aisle 10.
Oh, yeah.
Cereal, ice cream, and spreadable things like honey and jam and Nutella.
Some Ho Garden.
Oh,
Perfect.
yes.
4 components.
4 components.
Oh, perfect.
What aisle did you have?
I had aisle 27 beer.
No, you didn't. You had 25.
Oh, so aisle 25 beer.
What is it in my kitchen for?
It's got some glow sticks,
Go with your shirt.
Yeah.
some
We know
fluff.
who that one's from. What
Aisle was this?
I've also got a twirl ribbon.
Oh, Dad.
R13, it was birthday wrap and party favours.
Oh, good aisle.
We have glow sticks.
Glow sticks and a twirl ribbon. Right, off to the Commonwealth.
I
Oh my goodness. Such a lot for £5. I didn't get very much for my £5.
Aisle 27, cereals and cereal bars.
Another fine aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, get a lot for £5 in that
We'll
aisle.
take those
Yeah.
off your hands.
Yeah, it's just.
It looks like I'm swapping.
I don't know. I'll stick it in there. It's like when you play Monopoly. Everyone has
See
different
what
drawings
the
for
apple
what's
we
actually-
tastes like.
Your fines and stuff, you go in the middle if you leave them.
Yeah.
Well, I used to play it where you've got a fine, you put it in the middle if you land
Looks
on
sour,
free
doesn't
parking.
it?
Come on.
Yeah, all the money from the middle.
Everybody
Yeah.
just seems like.
Go.
Go!
Wow.
Yes.
Things are getting serious.
I hate this.
Sour.
And see what has actually happened.
So you can also see he's got a little heart on the end of his smoking, so you can look what's going on here. Is that
Yeah, so it's in multiple bits. So you have to have who caused the accident and how did he get into the city.
so you're following him backwards. So there's a heart.
Right, I'm talking to the vlog now. I'm trying to anyway.
Could you not just start it again so we could finish our sentences?
I'm trying to talk to the vlog whilst they were trying to finish a conversation about budgies with chlamydia. Stop.
Cut.
Right.
Koalas have a lot of chlamydia. It's true, isn't it? If you go to Australia, you do not want to hug the koalas.
Do you know what, though? Do you know what? Cows have friends.
They do.
Thank you.
Okay. I thought maybe everyone might calm down. Oh, look at this. I am sitting by the light of the Gimingpeno tree. Isn't that lovely? I shall try to position myself. I might look a bit dark, but it's worth it for the celebratory tree in the background. It is about 9:30 on Saturday night. And we've had a lovely day. We've been for a walk and we've had lots of food. We had takeaway pizza, which I completely forgot to film. Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to sit this way so that I get the light of the... There we go, that's better. It's not the most flattering, but at least you can see me. So yes, it's about 9:30 on Saturday night. We had takeaway pizza and lots of jalapeno poppers. I definitely ate much more than I normally do. So I feel really, really, really full up. I think everyone feels like that. And everyone's very silly. We've played a few games. We played Labyrinth, something called Micro Macro, which was quite fun. And quite a few rounds of Sky Joe. We've also been dipping our fingers in the wax of the candles that we blew out and layering up the wax and then peeling it off. Does anyone else do that? It's so satisfying. And now we're going to have a couple of glasses of Prosecco. We've already had a couple of glasses of Prosecco, but we're probably going to have a couple more. And it sounds like they might be watching funny videos on TikTok. And then my mum and sister and her husband are going to get a Uber back to my mum's house. And in the morning she'll come and get it, and then we're going to go for a walk. This is a very detailed explanation of what we're doing. That's the 2 glasses of Prosecco talking. Anyway, what I want to say is we've had a lovely day and I'll see you again tomorrow when we're having a cup of tea and it'll be the morning after the night before. Oh, and apparently I have an additional guest. Hello, darling. So our neighbours who are away are the neighbours who own the cat that's not our cat. Hi, you gonna come and say hello? So she's been in a little bit more than normal to say hello. She's being fed by our other neighbour who's a couple of doors down. Come and say hello, darling. Come on. She's being fed by another neighbour. And she goes home. She can get in and out of her own home to sleep. And otherwise she just comes here for a bit of a cuddle. She likes being around. What are you doing? Going round in circles. Ooh. Good morning. It is the morning after the night before when we were all a bit lightweight actually in the end, and everyone left just before 11 and we were in bed probably earlier than we normally would be. We were all just so tired. We had a lovely time though. It was all very silly and funny and the kids went to bed really late as well. So I'm just now doing the morning tidy up. It's not too bad because we had takeaway. We didn't create too much of a mess. Oh, Dan's dressed. I'm still in my one of your old t-shirts.
You are?
Yeah. And the idea today is going to be, I've just checked the weather and it's going to be a really hot week, and although I've been coping okay, the prospect of a really hot week ahead is making me feel really down. It's going to start off today at 26 and it's going to steadily go up until we reach 31 degrees next Friday and Saturday. That is hot, and it's not going to be cloudy either. It's not like it's going to be hot and cloudy. It's going to be hot and sunny, which means the sun beats through the windows and really heats the house up, and it means there's no real, it feels like there's no real escape from it. Yes, I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm gonna have to be getting ready for going away when we go away, but at the same time I'm going to have to put some things in place, I think, to try and keep my mood under control. Anyway, right now I am drying up flamingo cups. These are my mum's so I can give them back to her. They got an Uber home and my sister will drive them over at some point this morning, and then we are going to go for a walk in our in a woodland that's just up the road, a very large woodland. It's an ancient woodland and we love it there. It was one of the first places we were able to go. When we were in lockdown in 2020, we were only allowed to walk close to home. We weren't allowed to drive to anywhere to get our sort of daily outing. And then when they extended it so that we were allowed to drive a short distance, that was the first place we went. It's only a 2-minute drive up the road. So yeah, it's got some lovely memories attached to it. We spent a lot of time walking around talking about the situation we were in at the time, because as we went into lockdown, at the same time Dan was made redundant and he went through the whole redundancy process in lockdown. It was really hard. And we spent a lot of time talking about that situation whilst walking around this woodland. So that's where we're going to go today. But right now I'm going to clean this kitchen because there's nothing like a nice clean kitchen at the weekend. I might put on my audiobook. No, I don't know what I think about my audiobook. I've got a new one on the go. It's called Micro Adventures by Alistair Humphreys. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'm about a couple of hours into it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to listen to the whole thing. I might end up returning it, which I don't think I've ever done on Audible before. But I'm going to give it a little bit more time today and see if I warm to it. It's basically about having mini adventures close to home, which really appealed to me, but it seems to focus quite a lot on wild camping. which is not something that really appeals to me. I don't think you need to be sleeping in the wild to have an adventure. I don't know, maybe you might think differently. Maybe I'm missing out on something by poo-pooing it before I've even tried it. Anyway, just waffling on now. Come on. This is Peggy Sue. She's our fluffiest and biggest chicken. And she's quite friendly. But you don't want to be held, do you? You want to go and bock about. Off you go then. She's always looking for food.
The inside of the coop isn't too bad actually.
Yeah. A girl and her chickens. I'm about to go and undertake some security measures in the run. I noticed the other day, hang on, I shall show you. Still in the Gimingpeno spirit here. This white powder is something we put on a couple of times a week in the summer and once a week in the winter. It sort of antibacterialises the soil. It's natural, it's safe for the chickens, and it helps to reduce odours and flies. This previously, there's a skirt that goes around the outside, which you can't really see because it's covered in mud. It stops predators being able to dig in. But I noticed that where the chickens have been digging, it's kind of created a bit of a gap. So I'm going to try and dig back a bit so I can clip the the outer skirt to the run sides. None of that really makes sense. Basically, I'm just going to try and make it a bit more secure so I know they're nice and safe whilst we're away on holiday. The perimeter is secured. I just need to I'm going to put down here. You can see it's not really a space that anything's going to be able to dig at. I'm going to put a couple of bricks along here as well, just as a deterrent from hungry foxes. Right, we are here in the ancient woodland, which dates back as far as the Iron Age and is over 400 years old and has an amazing dog. Oh, looks like a bear.
I want one.
Yeah, so there's an ancient ditch that runs through the middle of this woods. It's called what's it called? The Feiston Dyke. I'm sure that's what it's called. And it was built to keep the
Romans out.
Was it to keep the Romans out of Saxon Britain?
Yes.
I think that was it. When you see the dyke, the ditch, you will see why we find it quite amusing that it was built to keep people out, because it's not very much of a deterrent.
It might have been filled in a bit since then.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't forget we've got the Spitfire and the Woodland Trail.
Ooh, you sound like you work for the woods.
Well,
You speak for the trees.
I advocate for nature.
You are the Lorax. So, yeah, so we've got everyone with us. My mum, my sister, her husband Rob, and the girls, reluctantly.
Poor Lydia. She got out of bed only about 40 minutes ago and she's had breakfast, got dressed and is outside already.
She's a bit dazed and confused.
She does that a lot.
When I seen the dogs like that, there's one when I go walking up the hill, they set him up on the sled.
Swing over there. Don't let Tony need it near it.
Hello. Are you going to live here now in the woods?
Welcome to my crib.
Let's get back on the path.
Look at this. This is so annoying.
I know.
Yeah, they are.
My dad would never leave home without.
I used to ride through here. But I think if you go...
We came to Jordan's with Lilia was in her buggy.
Size of
There's
it.
my feet for scale.
Look to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways.
Well, they are
What's that?
terribly
Who's
busy.
that?
Well, I can't remember.
They're
I don't
really
know if you
fat.
read it, the quote to you. But it was a
Can't be
quote
a
they
relative.
used in...
Why are they so big?
Probably just Friday. There was a novel. I read a novel,
alien
one of
ones?
these old stories, and it was about that was. Oh yeah, and we share it all the time.
My camera is in my bag. I can't be bothered getting it out. It's the queen of laziness when it comes to vlogging at this very moment. We're in my favourite bit, even though it shouldn't really be here. So this is an ancient woodland, and this bit that we're standing in was planted in the 1950s by the Forestry Commission, and it's all conifers, and it actually is detrimental to the sort of the natural woodland that's here, because the pine cones create a carpet on the floor and stop the natural native wildlife growing through. So they are actually working on reducing and thinning out the conifer areas, but I hope they keep some of it, because I do love a pine forest. It smells amazing, especially on a warm day, and smell is very evocative for memories, isn't it? And when we used to go on holiday as children growing up, we always went camping and we always went to France, and we always used to go to the beach near the campsite, and that involved walking through a pine forest and up a sand dune. So that smell of hot pine needles really brings back memories. Anyway, now I've got right behind everybody and I'm going to have to catch them up.
Everyone is wondering where you went, and Rob just went, "Where's Ali?"
I was filming.
Well, that looks nice and death-defying.
We're going that
You
way.
already drank half of it. You didn't drink half of it. You did.
Children.
You look like a wizard now.
You shall not pass!
Can't take them anywhere.
Yes, you will.
Lift your feet up.
You have to jump off, holding on to
Right,
it.
Lilia, pass me the thing.
I could break something. By having the ball. Body shape. Well, at least you got off the ground. Besides, but it is, yeah.
She's got good upper body strength.
She's full of nature. Oh my god.
Yay!
Dad.
Well, he's better than me, Phoebe.
Yeah, it turned out it wasn't the sand, it was the heating coming in.
I can't feel no
He hadn't
vibration.
realised that.
Oh, he's got a scout scarf on. So that's the Roman, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the beardy one is the Saxon. Have I got more than you?
You've got loads more than me.
Have I? Oh, right, swap with me then.
No, it's alright.
No, because I don't want more. I didn't realise. Are you sure?
Yeah, look at this.
How's that for some lovely evening magic hour lighting? It is, what is it? It's 8:10 now. So it's still light, but the sun is beginning to set. I have noticed that, I was looking around then to see if I had my almanac nearby, but the nights are definitely not as long as they were. They're not drawing in yet. I wouldn't call it drawing in, but it's definitely going the right way for me. It's been a lovely weekend, so I just wanted to say goodbye before I sign off, and thank you for watching. I wanted to say a huge thank you for all of your comments and for your well wishes and positive comments about Phoebe being possibly diagnosed with having asthma. Her pump that she was given is really working, whether that's psychological or physical, we're not sure, but it's working. And she's barely had any issues since she's had it. We've got this breathing thing where you have to breathe into it every morning and every night and measure the strength of the breath. We've got to do that for the next couple of weeks. We're going back to the doctor after our holiday and so on. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for the well wishes. And many of you who live with asthma were really positive, saying don't worry, and that really, really helped Phoebe, so thank you. And just, yeah, thanks for all your comments over the last few weeks. So many of you say that you find the videos sort of relaxing and sort of cozy and comforting, and that is such a compliment, so thank you. That's really encouraging, and that is what I like to have when I'm watching a video on YouTube. Sorry about my hair, by the way, I've had a bath. And yes, I'm a bit fluffy at the moment. I also need to dye my hair. It's really great. I was half tempted to just let it do its thing and see what colour it was, but I don't think I'm quite brave enough for that just yet. I need to dye it. I might try and dye it before my holiday. Where was I? Oh yes, thank you for being nice about the vlogs, basically. I look for something comforting and cosy and relaxing, so it makes me very, very happy that that's what my videos give to you. Makes me feel very happy. And we've had a lovely, lovely weekend. It's been so fun to sort of have this family invented celebration, especially the supermarket secret flamingo gifts. I did so well out of that with my giant jar of Nutella. And we've had a couple of really lovely walks. It has been hot, and it's going to be hot this coming week, but I know I've mentioned that already, so I will not go off on a tangent. What else do I want to say before I sign off? Oh yes, well, just we've had a wonderful weekend, and it's such a good idea to invent a family celebration because you could just build on it and make it really, really silly. We've played some brilliant games, we've had some lovely walks, and we've just giggled a lot. And I've just had a lovely hot bath, hence the fluffy hair. I'm going to have some of the leftover frizzanti that's in the fridge and put my feet up and do a bit of crochet. So thanks for joining us. The next vlog will be probably part 1 of 2 or 3 about our holiday to Lancashire. So we're heading off soon up to beautiful Lancashire. We will be staying just at the southern end of the Forest of Woodland. So many of you have left some amazing tips and ideas about the area that we're going to for Blackpool or Liverpool or areas in and around where we're staying. And I've been writing them all down in a list, which I'm going to print out and take with us. So I think quite a few people said Lytham St Anne's, a Troth of Bowland. There was a few places that were recommended in Blackpool and in Liverpool. I can't remember off the top of my head, but thank you so much for sharing all of those ideas. And I'm going to shut up now because otherwise this vlog's going to be really long and difficult to edit. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and Feliz Gimingpeno.